No matter how much people deny it, Angel Reese crazies and the Caitlyn crazies are they're the same. They're the same. It's two sides of the same coin. Like, I'm telling you, it's the exact same. Before we get onto it, if you are new to the channel, subscribe. We are trying to hit 20.5k subscribers by the end of the day, and we are after losing one subscriber in the last hour. So if we could manage to just get back to 359, that would be incredible. If we could just get one more, that would be absolutely incredible. You guys could be that one if you're a new subscriber. But anyway, so by that, I mean the Izzy Harrison situation. Maybe I'm tripping. All these guards can throw passes to Izzy Harrison, but throwing the worst passes to Reese and Cardoso. If there's one thing the Sky U can look at is Harrison. She always knows what to do with the ball, the confidence and decisiveness. It's like, look, Izzy Harrison's coming back from an injury. Who is the better player right now? I actually think you can, like, the last 3 games, Harrison has been their best big. I'm not joking with that. Like, Harrison has genuinely been the best big on this team, but at the end of the day, look, it is what it is with those, with her. But, so you've got her, who is a pretty good big. And then, like, imagine if, I could only imagine what it would get, like, if Elizabeth Williams was alive for this streak. Because it's all just about the streak, by the way. It's all just about the streak. Because it's like, you're seeing this happening. This is what's happening now. Stop taking Reese's rebounds. You've taken all the boards. She's going to be waived for stealing all of Reese's rebounds. Loser taking all the rebounds, taking all the boards. Why? Harrison had 12 and 12 on good shooting percentage. She balled out yesterday. I know that's where the problem is that, like, this is the Kelsey Mitchell is sabotaging Caitlin Clark. Kelsey Mitchell wants all the credit. She wants everything. Like, this is the same thing. This is the exact same thing, and it's funny that people can't realize it. It's funny that people cannot realize that these fans, they're the same. And, like, just because Izzy Harrison had 7 rebounds in the first half. She had 7 boards in the first half, was shooting a bit of a better percentage. And look, Izzy Harrison was way better than Angel Reese last night. Is she better player than Angel Reese? She hasn't been better this season. But I don't think it's the craziest thing in the world to say that she might be a better player, especially because she's getting more and more, like, accustomed to playing post-injury. But Angel Reese had the better season, so, like, I don't, like, that's kind of a dumb argument. Like, as far as more complete player, sure, Angel Reese been better. But, like, you're seeing it now. You're seeing it now, like, everything. I just want to see all this stuff. They ran Harrison and Reese were better on the floor. I just want to see more stuff. And everything is just... Izzy Harrison is now the Erica Wheeler of this team. Izzy Harrison genuinely is... She's the Wheeler of this team. Like, the amount of people complaining about the rebounds, the amount of people complaining about other stuff, and it is... It's just... They're the same. They're the exact same. Like, look, recent... Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese fans, you're just sports fanatics. Or player fanatics. And it's not even your team. Like, when you're a team fanatic, every call that goes against your team is something against the team. If you're a player fanatic, everything that goes against, like, the player is seen as, like, the biggest deal in the world. But, yeah, it is. It's always fun. It's always kind of a fun thing to see anyway. But I find it so funny because, again, the fans are the same. Like, these fans are the exact same people. They just support a different player. They're just following a different player. It's the same thing. And it's like... And then you've got, obviously, the crazies on the other... Like, the crazies on both sides. Like, as in, the Caitlyn crazies are now, like, you know, they're sacrificing Cardoso. Cardoso's actually better, but they're sacrificing Cardoso just to appease Angel Reese's double-double streak. Which is the exact same thing as, by the way, as they are sacrificing Angel Reese for... or Caitlin Clark for... Or Mitchell, sorry, for Caitlin Clark's streak. It's the exact same thing. So it is very, very funny to read. Like, that type of stuff is always funny to read because you're like... You're just there looking at the whole scenario, and it's... As somebody that is... I would call myself a Caitlin Clark fan. Like, Caitlin Clark is the reason I'm as into the WNBA as I am. I like Angel Reese, a player. Sky are rivals, so not the biggest fan of the Sky. But at the same time, it's sports. Sports is sports. But yeah, I think I am in general like a little bit more like I can see it. I can see the Caitlyn Crazies. There's a reason why I call them the Caitlyn Crazies. But the Reese Crazies, they're the same people. They are the exact same people. They pretend that the other side is awful. Like the Reese Crazies, you guys are pretending that the Caitlyn Crazies are these awful people and like it's this awful thing for the game. You're the same. You're the same people. You are the same people. The same people that were saying that Kelsey Mitchell, they were making sure Kelsey Mitchell is the best player, that were pretending Kelsey Mitchell is the best player. When obviously Caitlin Clark is the best player on this team. You guys are pretending like, by the way, Kennedy Carter is probably the best player in either of these teams, so like nobody should be arguing Kennedy Carter's not the best player. Like I think if she was on the Fever, she'd be on the best player on the Fever too. She'd be best player on the Fever too, so I don't think that's the crazy thing in the world. But like you've now got the people that were saying, or the Reese fans, or the Caitlin Clark fans saying, actually Cardoso's better. Whereas you had the Reese fans saying that damn Kelsey Mitchell was better. But yeah, what is your opinion on all this? Do you guys think that there's some sabotage out for Angel Reese? Because my favorite part of this all is the Angel Reese fans being like, Caitlin Clark fans are crazy because they're calling sabotage, they're calling all this stuff, they're throwing their teammates under the bus, they just want her to get her numbers, they don't care about this team. Angel Reese fans are the same. Angel Reese fans are the exact same. And it's the best part about it is the people that were complaining about one thing, or the other players' fans doing one thing, are doing the same thing. And now the Clark Crazies are complaining about Reese fans doing exactly what they did a month ago. It is the funniest discourse ever. Like, man, basketball social media is hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. And the best part of all of this, by the way, nobody's watching the games. Nobody's watching either of these teams play. Like, I'm telling you. And whether they're watching the games or not, they're not watching the actual game of basketball. A lot of people watching Angel Reese are literally watching Angel Reese. They're watching Angel Reese, seeing what Angel Reese is doing, and every possession Angel Reese doesn't touch the ball is a bad possession. Just like there's people watching Caitlin Clark, and every possession where Caitlin Clark doesn't shoot the ball is a bad possession. They're not watching the games. They're just staring at one player and watching one player run around. It is absolutely hilarious, and it is so obvious what's happening. And the fact is that it is the exact same. They're the exact same people. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like both sets of crazies, they're cut from the same cloth. It's two sides of the same coin, and both sides are going to think they're the superior group of people. Both sides are going to think their players are superior. But at the end of the day, it's all the same. It's all the same. On both sides, they're all delusional basketball fans. And it's cool being a delusional basketball fan as long as it doesn't get to like insulting other players purely for not letting your player get her stats up. Like, this is the worst part. Stop taking the rebounds. Man, who cares? All that matters is that your team gets the ball at the end of the day. But no. It's like, I've always been the case where it's like, well, if Caitlin Clark scores 15 points, if her scoring 15 points is going to help the team win more than her scoring 30, I'd rather her score 15. Whereas Caitlin Clark fans are like, no, she needs to shoot 25 times a game. It's like, no, she's not shooting a great percentage. Like, let her shoot 15, let her get a rhythm 15 on high efficiency, and let her just pass the ball, let the team win. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See you.